Hello and welcome back to the Road to Good Cooking. Today I was in the mood for some ribs. Now, it's 112 degrees in the shade here today, so I really didn't want to spend too much time on the patio grilling. I ran across this honey marinated baby back ribs recipe in one of my old cooking magazines a few years ago. I gave it a try, made a few changes to it, and I loved it. These ribs are jam-packed with a flavor profile that is off the charts delicious. Here I slathered some of the ribs with my peach bourbon barbecue sauce, which I will do another video on the next time I make it. Let me show you how I made my honey marinated baby back ribs. As always, I will post this recipe at the end of my video, so sit back and enjoy. This recipe calls for 3 slabs of baby back ribs. I will be using grated nutmeg, white pepper, sesame oil, and fish sauce. I know that sounds weird on a rib recipe. And I'll be using a half a knob of fresh grated ginger. And the original recipe called for cinnamon, which I didn't have any in my pantry, so I use Chinese 5 spices. I'm going to be using some molasses, some honey, and one of my favorite ingredients, Jack Daniel's No. 7. Oh yeah. And low sodium soy sauce. Here's what I'll be doing. I'm going to start off by grating my fresh ginger. Then I'm going to remove the silver skin from the back of my ribs. I will be piercing in between each bone. This will ensure the marinade will penetrate the meat. The last step, I'm going to pour the marinade over the ribs and massage the marinade into my ribs. I'm going to cover my container with a lid and then put it in the fridge for 4 hours. I lined my baking pan with aluminum foil, then I placed a wire rack in the bottom of the pan. I layered my ribs on top of the wire rack. The fat from the ribs will drip down into the pan, and this will help moisturize my ribs. I placed all of my ribs on the wire rack, and it's okay if the ribs overlap. And then I'm going to cover my pan with aluminum foil. The ribs are going into a 325 degree preheated oven for 2 hours. The sauce on the left is my peach bourbon sauce, and in this pot is my honey glazed grilling sauce. I will be brushing on the ribs when they go on the grill. And here's the recipe. Here's my ribs after 2 hours roasting time. Now be careful when you pull back that aluminum because it's going to be an awful lot of steam coming out of there. Now from here, they're going on to the grill. I place my ribs in a preheated grill. The slab in the front is brushed with my peach bourbon barbecue sauce, and the two in the back are brushed with the honey glaze grilling sauce. I will turn the ribs and repeat the process on the other side. And I'm also going to continue basting and turning the ribs until all the honey glaze sauce is gone. I remove my ribs from the grill and I'm going to let them rest for about 10 minutes before I cut them. In the meanwhile, I fix myself a Jack and Coke while I'm waiting. Now, come on, y'all know it was going to be some alcohol involved here. It's hot sitting out in this patio. It's a rough job, but somebody got to do it. Here's my finished baby back ribs. This recipe had me at that Jack Daniels. And then you add the honey and the molasses and the fresh ginger, the Asian sesame seed oil. It's like an orchestra of flavor going on here. It's falling off the bone, not really falling off the bone, but just a nice bite through rib. I'm so used to having smoked ribs where it just falls off the bone. These ribs are nice and tender. However, they are not quite falling off the bone tender, but good. A nice change of pace. And then you got that honey glaze sauce at the end. You can pick up all the notes of the lime juice and the fish sauce and the soy sauce. The original recipe called for red pepper flakes, but I don't use red pepper flakes. I use Aleppo pepper, which has a much better flavor. And then the chopped cilantro. I can't stop eating these things. I guess that's why I made them. This recipe will not disappoint. Definitely try it out. Add your own little twist to it as I did. I'll post a recipe at the end of this video. I'm telling you, you're going to love this recipe. Oh my word. Thank you, Lord, for these ribs. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share my link with everyone you know in the universe. Be blessed and keep on cooking.